Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon. I'm going to call the meeting of the Historic District Commission at 3 o'clock on February 12th, 2026. So we have present, can I please have a roll call? Who's present?
Carolyn Mazik is here. Claire Copey here.
Yes.
James DeRoyan here.
Laura Schifrin here.
And Mary Jane Churchville here. So we have a quorum, so we can start our business. Now, I'm going to take the minutes out of order, if I may, because we have here Tiffany, how do you say your last name?
Enoa.
Enoa, okay, Tiffany Enoa and her architect, Johnny De Silva, regarding the property at 401 Main Street, which locals know as Patton Garage. So,
The one that had the fire?
the fire, so I have a picture of this tragedy. Sorry.
Thank you.
Johnny has the architectural plans that he has presented. I'm going to let him take the floor, if you will, Johnny, and just give us a
Yep.
briefing.
Well, we are in the early stages of the design, and what we're presenting to you guys here is the existing conditions, what we have at the moment. We are not presenting anything that we're proposing. I have Tiffany here to take also the opportunity to say what she intends to do with the property. We understand that the meeting, any alterations to this house might trigger
Requiring,
yes.
yeah, requiring confirmation or
So,
approval.
so that's pretty much it. I mean, we do have two letters from engineers, structural engineers, saying that we cannot save whatever we have there. We have to put a new foundation and a new structure has to come in.
So you have structural engineer in writing, you have.
Yeah, you said that you wanted a letter, but the letters from the structural engineers
Oh, you
to
brought,
confirm that
perfect.
that demo
Oh,
can
copies.
happen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So in other words, you would deem the house is non-buildable from the concrete foundation, the bones are no longer.
Correct.
So you're gonna go from a complete
want this?
rebuild.
Yes.
Wow, okay.
There's two in here. There's
Do
two
you need a
separate
copy?
structural engineers. No, I
You
have,
sure?
I'm sure. Those could be yours.
Now, you are the engineer?
Yeah,
Or
well,
you're,
I have an in-house engineer with us.
He's everything. I found he's the
But-
cream of the crop.
it's your home?
Yes.
All right, and you're just doing the engineering?
Yes,
I just wanted to
yeah, architecture and engineering.
Hi, Kathy. Okay. We're just getting, we're talking with Tiffany Iona and her architect, Johnny De Silva. This is a preliminary meeting with them.
Through this,
She
I've
wants
met
to do
so
everything
many
right.
people. It's actually amazing.
I've been in town a long time.
It's refreshing.
I felt
Refreshing,
that.
yeah, we're very
When I
happy.
saw, 'cause it looks like you
Yeah.
guys had really started in on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so essentially, the house has been structurally engineered, structural engineers have designated the house. Just can't rebuild it. I mean, you can rebuild it, but you have to take everything away.
Yeah.
So, Johnny and Tiffany have, yeah, it's not a concrete basement, by the way. It looks like little stones.
Yeah, it's like
It's
just
a
stone.
crawl space stone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a crawl space.
Foundation, yeah.
So, we have the design, there's a big mock-up, but in your packets, I have smaller pictures of it. And it's, what do you call it in this, elevation?
Elevation. yeah,
Elevation
yeah,
design.
Yeah, elevations.
So
So-
what is your plan, Steph?
So this is, what you're seeing here is what was previously here.
Mhm.
I'm really just trying to put the house back, to be honest. I'm not really trying to change much. If I can possibly, like facing the backyard, maybe a bigger window there, because it was only just one small window. But that's really it. I'm really just trying to put my house back together.
So you just want to restore it to its original?
Yeah, I
The
want to
back
keep it
of the
white,
house-
shutters, everything,
The
same
back of
thing.
the house is not a concern for us because it's
Perfect.
not visible by the public.
Lovely. I'll put a big window so I can see the backyard.
You're good with
Great.
that. And the rule is, which we have printed here, if you're not going to change the design in any way, you actually don't need to come before us.
Okay.
So,
We're not at final design yet, so
Oh,
if there
okay.
is like a little measurement or something, does that constitute a meeting? Because this is just pre-existing plans. We haven't
Okay.
actually mocked up any design plans.
Okay.
But I'm gonna keep it the same,
yeah,
but,
I think it'd be prudent for us to have a copy for our file to put in with
Okay.
this.
yeah.
And the reason I say that is because we want to keep our inventory of what's happening to these properties as the years go on.
Mhm.
We're keeping files, so if we could see that, that'd be great.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
And I think that, I just want to bring this to everyone's attention, that there's a piece of paper in, yeah, Claire's got it. And everybody's ahead of me. So it says, "The reconstruction substantially similar to exterior design of a building, structure, or exterior architectural feature damaged or destroyed by fire, storm, or disaster, provided such reconstructions begin within a year thereafter, carried forward with due diligence." Okay? And that means that it is not subject to our review. Is everybody clear on this language and where it stands for Tiffany and Johnny?
It just has to be the same materials, like it's clapboard, it has to be wood.
Well, you know where that's gonna go.
I know.
That's the other thing. So you've got your
So
design.
where is, I misunderstood that. Where is that going to go?
Where's what gonna go?
You just looked at Mrs.
No, that
Covey
was
said-
my question.
No, I understand, but what did you mean by we know where that's going to go?
Well, because if they want aluminum siding, there's a group that doesn't like aluminum siding, and there's a group that does. Are you doing aluminum siding?
Right now, we have vinyl siding, probably. gonna
Or
keep the
vinyl,
same
or any
vinyl.
siding versus clapboards?
Yeah.
Because I will tell you that across the street, you know where the settle shop, well, the new bridal shop, have you been? Okay, so there's a new bridal shop. And they wanted to do siding of a non-natural material. We had to compromise with them for what we could see from the street and what was on the other side. So we made them put clapboards on. I mean, that's a position. Did you want to speak to this, Lisa?
What's on it now?
Wood. Is wood siding, right?
Is it what's in?
Yeah, it's all different.
Okay.
There was three, it's the main house and then 2 additions, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
all different.
All
Some of the
different
new-
wood though? Or-
The older part of the house was wood, and then it was like the newer material, which is like the vinyl on some of the sides. But like,
Oh, so
Was it a
there's
composite
vinyl
or
there
vinyl?
now, was vinyl there now
I think it
in
was
certain
vinyl.
areas, so what does that mean?
I'm not sure, actually. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, that's what we have to think about. So
Madam
when,
Chair?
go ahead. Excuse me,
So-
Lisa?
Mass General Law 40C as well as the Townsend Historic District bylaws. In that statement that you read, simply says substantially similar
Okay, so
in
that's
exterior
objection.
design. So it's letting people get back their
To
their
what part?
property. And so if it's substantially similar in design, which it sounds like they're rebuilding it to that,
Design.
they do not need to review from HDC to have a public hearing and all that. So.
But we're not talking about design, we're talking about material.
So
How would that-
that might fall under substantially similar.
Well, she's saying that there was
This, that,
4
the other
different
thing.
kinds.
Yeah.
So would that just mean for the front that you would
Is the
want it?
front wood?
Yeah, but you see the peeling is like
Yes.
the wood. I
Yeah,
know it's like
okay.
hanging off now, but like how it's like deteriorating, that's
I
all
see
wood.
that, yeah.
So I wonder, could that possibly be that composite type material that actually looks like
Think that Hardy Boy stuff?
Already worked.
Hardy Boy?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it looks like
You don't
wood
wanna do
planks.
that, that's
Like, it's
impressive.
literally.
It's like
Well,
cement.
I'm just
Yeah.
asking a question as to where.
The hardy board isn't pressed board, the hardy board
No,
is
sorry.
of a hard concrete. It's an actually
It's a
Oh,
cement.
concrete.
Yeah,
burn,
it's a concrete.
or
Yeah, it's a good,
burn-proof.
it's a great product.
So now the
Oh.
point being, as she brought into the meeting, which I don't understand, you've got breakouts on this house. So there were different phases and different construction points where Mr. Patton had done some work, Philip had done some work, so
Yeah.
you've got vinyl siding, you've got wood, so are you going to allow them to either do wood or vinyl? 'Cause
That's
I
what we're
don't-
talking about now. It's not
Correct, so
mine.
in other words, we're narrowing it down to either allowing
Yeah, but,
wood or vinyl.
All right,
because
Would the
it's
other choice be
open.
better though?
well,
I don't know.
I think that for the purposes of this meeting, we just wanted to have an introduction. We wanted to give you, your question was, what's the process? How, we want to do the right thing.
Yep.
So, I don't know if we want to revisit this after Johnny's finished and Tiffany has confirmed what she wants from Johnny, and then just bring it back and put in a quick application, and we'll just,
Yeah.
because we don't necessarily need to do a public hearing,
Okay.
but I would like to have a record of the actual finished, not the finished product, but
Yeah.
your finished product.
No, that's fine by me. In a few more weeks, we're gonna be working together, to get materials down, everything down, so we have actual blueprints, and then we can go ahead with this build. So I think in a few more weeks, we'll be more prepared to present to you guys what we're actually doing.
Okay.
This is just like very, like you said, I wanna do everything so that I'm
Right,
not.
it's the introduction preliminary meeting where everybody stands. And I think
Yeah.
it's important to know that if you're not going to change the architectural features, that you don't have to come to us for that.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I'll find out from Historic. Claire, can you add anything to this? Claire's
No, I'm kind of spinning at the moment.
Okay, now why are you spinning? Speak to
Because
us.
there's nothing concrete happening.
Oh, you're one of those?
Yes.
Okay, she needs to see the finished.
I understand that.
Yeah, no, we do too. And we are both on the same page with preliminary meeting.
So according to this, we are allowed to, if we're not changing the exterior, apart from a few windows on the back, which is not gonna.
Not our jurisdiction.
Right.
So then we can put in the application, and then that goes through the process of the building permit review for everybody, then you guys can
Talk
have the
about-
say there.
Right, then
Okay,
we can talk
that's fine.
about the boards versus
Yeah.
vinyl and that business.
Well, during the permit application review, you guys will have the opportunity to say, hey, we'd like to keep,
Yes, we will say,
That's fine.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what we did, if you look at that bridal shop across the street down there, lengthy, we don't want to keep you here forever, but we agreed that there would be certain areas, the front particularly would be the clapboards, wood, and then the sides, they could do the alternative.
Sure. Okay.
Because the district is concerned with the visual keeping in play with the historic aspect. However, we have not historically been demanding, because we understand today's got some great products, great new products. We understand that there's a cost factor, we're all on that. So we'll have another discussion and we can talk to this. But we really appreciate you
Thank you.
giving us a heads up that you're ready to go.
Yeah.
So that we can keep, abreast of what's going on. And we can ask questions of the historic district from the state too.
I wanna do it right the first time. You know what I mean?
That's what that email said from
Yeah.
John, and he just wanted to, yeah. And I really appreciate that, and I think every single member does too, because a lot of people come after the fact, and that's,
Yeah, don't wanna do that. Just-
No,
Just wanna
appreciate
build the
that.
house.
thank you. James?
So, as long as you understand, the historic district has to be sure that the front of the house, per se, the facade, does not deviate from where it is now in existence. Isn't it easier to define the preference of what the historical district would want in siding? Our preference is a natural
Oh,
wooden
yeah.
siding, which is what was always used back years ago, even in that period of time. They did not have vinyl siding at that.
We know that, yeah.
So wouldn't it be best, or in our
Well, I think
point
that,
right now, to make sure they understand the facade cannot deviate, so when the plans are brought back in front of everybody here, it'll be reviewed, we'll see that there's no deviation in that, correct? because that's really the only thing we need to see. The only thing they need to come back in front of us are the plans that they will submit to the building inspector, which is gonna define vinyl, wood, front windows, sizes, ROs, et cetera, et cetera. And they do understand it cannot change. It has to maintain the original front facade. And as Mary Jane told you, if you want to put a big window in the back, that's yours to do. So with the HDC, it's the front of it that is the most crucial. And I think we should be able to put in, our preference would be for it to be in wood.
Well, of course, I mean, we're a historic district. Of course,
But you
our
refer
preference
back
would
to
be-
the settle shop, which you said the front of it is wood? No, ma'am.
Yeah, it should be.
Vinyl. The settle shop rework that was done there is not in wood, it's vinyl. So I don't want to throw the
Lisa.
commission off, and we'll leave it at that.
I
Lisa,
can change it right. With the settle shop, it was divided into two sections. It was the retail side, and then the little rental side is actually the old historic, the home. So the commission allowed vinyl siding on the retail side, but the little home part was kept as wood.
They didn't strip it back.
No, they
In other
kept
words,
that
they
as
did
all
not
wood.
have to strip it back, but the other areas, they had to strip it back, and it was, you allowed vinyl to
On
be put
the, on
in.
the retail side.
Yes, ma'am, I know, I saw the
So it
work
was-
being done.
It was vinyl, but that part was kept.
I
was
understand.
kept wood.
so you, there's no question, of course, our preference would be wood, because that's what we represent as history. Authentic. But I suggest that when you're ready, bring your application, come back, and we'll sort it out. In the meantime, I will get information from the state to see where they stand too. And you can always go on the state site too, because they have like blogs and information where people are talking back and forth to that commission.
What is it that you seek from the state?
Just what, they have a question and answer, excuse me, clarification on what other materials are acceptable and how we go about it, because it depends on if we're going to give a certificate of appropriateness, a certificate of, what's the other one?
Would it be a waiver that
hardship
ultimately
or
would have to come
Not
down?
applicability.
Would
What?
it be a waiver they would need to deviate
We would put
from
that-
wood
We
to
would,
go to vinyl?
we
It
would-
would be a waiver.
well, we wouldn't call it a waiver, we would make the motion, and it would be a part of our motion that's accepted by the board, and it will go on their application that we give to the building inspector.
So try to keep it the same and make it wood.
That would be the best. That would be the
That's the
best. You got it, yeah. We don't have to belabor this, yeah.
I just wanted to
Fine by
make
me.
sure they realize
Yeah.
the facade cannot deviate.
Thank you for that, actually, because
And
I
the
was like, okay,
preference-
wood and vinyl, but.
Right,
Yeah.
and the preference to what we are doing, our mission,
Our mission.
is to maintain as close as we can, because as Mary Jane said, a lot of this comes, I mean, if you're gonna do it in cedar compared to vinyl, apples to oranges. So we understand that.
Yeah,
But we would also say our preference, our hopes,
yeah,
would, if you bring it back into what it originally was in
They get
wood.
which is what I want.
They get it.
Oh, I have a
They
question.
get it, they got it.
No, they get it. They understand what's been
So I
said.
do have a quick question. Are you doing anything with the garage, which is not really the garage still?
No, not
Okay.
anytime
Okay.
soon, I gotta
Okay, so that's fine.
focus on this house first.
Yeah, you sure do, yeah.
There was plans to, fix the windows and stuff like that, it's broken windows and stuff, but not anytime soon, so
Yeah, we're-
I'll be back.
All right, we'll be here. But thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah,
I
thank you guys for
appreciate your
meeting me, I appreciate it,
proactive-
and
yeah.
you'll see me again.
Okay, good luck. Have any questions, just give us a call. You have our
That's the
email.
wishes of the building, well, that's, you get in this one, you make it.
I hope so.
Thank you for coming and taking the
I
time.
Thank you.
appreciate your
Appreciate it.
time.
Thanks.
Bye, Lisa. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye, Lisa, thank you. Oh, glad I'm not hearing him for the house.
I know.
It's
Tragedy, yeah.
But the haircut looks very good. That's the one.
Okay. No,
Oh.
no.
Okay, that was real, I really appreciate them getting in touch with us before
I know, it's
everything. I
wonderful.
mean, it just,
It was flagged by the building inspector.
no, I know, but her.
They had to
right,
come,
right.
yeah, it was flagged by the building inspector.
Well, we've had a lot of things flagged, but they don't always show up.
So our next
But it's
work,
working though, that's the point.
yeah,
It's working.
the flag's working,
It-
yeah.
So that's in itself a good thing.
Did you ever do roll call? Yeah.
Yeah, we did, Jerry, and you
And you
did,
answered.
and you did answer.
I was thinking about Kathy, did you put her down as arrived?
I didn't put her down, thank you, I will. Yeah, you're
Ashley,
right.
believe
And
it.
thank you for
Excuse me?
saying they get it.
They get it,
Yeah,
yeah.
I would have
Beat
been
the dead horse.
I don't beat a dead horse. I wanted to make sure they understood that we as a commission,
JB,
but I appreciate that.
D, LSKS. Okay, the second thing, I'm gonna switch back to accepting the minutes for January 2026. And I believe everybody has a copy of those minutes. And they're short. Excuse me, in the packet, yeah. Packet's a pain in the neck. Oh, I never put it back, right? It should be,
I don't think I have them.
you don't have them?
Minute, that's Jan,
January 8th. That's when they were, yep.
and it's just one page too.
Yes, one page, yeah. Yeah, we're not-
Yeah, I'll let you,
I'm not a big person on writing everything that everybody says down.
You don't need to know what everybody's doing.
I know Kathy's much better at that than I am. So I hear the meeting, does everybody have a copy of the minutes? Because I have an extra one.
she's gone.
So,
You gave me an extra F. You're not the only one, but
oh, I gave you
I don't
two
need,
Fs?
I don't need it.
Oh, my word, okay. Sorry, Lori.
Well, it's good to have an extra one on it once in a while.
Okay, motion made by James Dorian, seconded by Laura Schifrin to appoint Maria Milliken to the HDC rep as the CPA committee member, and I believe she's sworn in.
She did.
I think she is, yeah.
She's pretty quick on that.
And then the second thing was the article that we wanted to submit for the town meeting on changing the, or not changing, but ratifying, correcting the confirming that the boundaries are what they were at the original inception and acceptance. And the second one we talked about was amending the article for the correct Mass General Law reference from 40C to 40. 40C is the District Commission, Historic District Commission, and 40 is Historical Commission. Remember that last time? And
So that's only being changed in
amended,
our paperwork or our
yes.
rules. It's not.
It'll be in the bylaws, it'll be in the bylaws,
Okay.
if the town accepts it. And then we
So
had,
it's gotta go to town meeting for
Yeah,
the
it does.
change?
Because it's a change in the bylaw.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
did you send?
no, I haven't sent it, I'm gonna
Okay,
send it.
okay, I was
And
gonna
it would
say, I
be
haven't
only-
seen it.
No, you haven't seen it yet, so don't
Take
care.
the C out
Yes,
Yeah.
and just 40,
40.
which is
And then the last thing we talked
very
about
clear.
was
Yeah, it has to be.
the postcard. We were gonna talk about that today, but Maria's not here, and she has one that she wants to submit, so I think we should move that until next meeting.
So
When she's here and she can talk about her postcard.
That's good.
what is the,
It's
Postcard.
gonna,
It's out to the public to give them the process and that we're here and where they're at. Do they know what district they're in and stuff like that?
now, this was some of the extra stuff you had her start to do?
no, she volunteered to do it at the last meeting.
Yeah, she did, she did.
She's a good volunteer.
She
Yeah, so, but here's the thing about that. I talked to the treasurer, and the treasurer said that yes, they do allow you to put information into the tax bill. However, we have a situation where not everybody in town is gonna get one. Only those people in the historic district, so they have to check with the third-party people that they use
Okay.
Separate them.
to see if they will separate and include it, and if there's a charge.
Okay, so let's say that they don't, because
Yeah,
that's a lot of
probably
work to
not.
it. They
Okay,
probably won't.
No.
So then would we go forward with the postcard on our own?
I think we would have to.
Okay.
We'd just take the postcard, get it
And
stamped.
how many,
There's 100 properties, but
100
some of
properties,
them are,
100?
Oh,
Yeah, but some of them are, like the church, the Methodist church, the
Oh, all right,
Congo
yeah.
church, what else would be in there?
That's not
The
that
Ba-
much.
The Baptist church, the fire department,
So it's around,
Fire museum.
fire
70
museum.
around $79 to send to us.
Is that what it is? You know this?
Well, it's 100, and stamp is, well, oh no, we would use could we use
And it's a postcard.
and it's a postcard, that's right too.
which is
So
less
for all
than,
3 districts, there's
Only 100.
only 100
Yes.
actual,
Properties.
when you say properties, everything's included. The church is a property, the museum's considered a,
Yes.
I thought there was, why would I think there was more?
I don't know. West Townsend's huge. The center is only around the common. And the harbor is what, from the bridge, from Spalding Street? Are you the first one?
You
For the district?
No, McCaffrey's is.
On McCaffrey up the hill?
Yeah.
Okay, and then all the way down to,
McCaffrey's, which is the one right in front of the fire station.
right behind the fire station.
Behind
So that's where it starts. Your house
No,
isn't,
Claire's in it.
Claire's in it. Yeah.
you are in the historic
Yeah.
society. And that goes all the way
To,
beyond Shepherd's.
I don't think
No,
Shepherd's in
not
it.
that
Shepherd's
far.
not in it, not that far. You're talking about the old KO house?
Yes.
No, that's not in it.
So West
So it's-
Townsend actually,
Yeah, old West Townsend's huge. Everything from Patton's garage all the way to the VFW.
to the Roundhouse, George Sullivan's old house. We are that much bigger, all right. West Townsend's always been agriculture and antiques.
Yeah,
I don't think
but
it'll be cost effective to have them pull those
You don't
out
think it
from
will be that,
3,500.
I'll let you know.
3,500 plus tax.
yeah, I'll let you know if she said.
Yeah, for what it's gonna
Yeah.
cost for postage and everything, it's
Not
not.
Yeah, and they would, they would say, well, it's gonna be 4 hours of work and it,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
$60 an hour and.
Well, I put in the request,
Well, it's
for,
a good
you know,
request,
just, because when she
Find
said,
out.
yes, we do it, and then she said, yeah, but we do it for everybody across the board,
Right.
every single Sawterry property, and we don't need that.
No, we don't.
So we were a little bit different than
Okay.
somebody
The
else.
Board of Health. one.
Yeah. So can I have a motion to accept our minutes?
I'll make a motion to accept the January minutes.
JB? Second, anybody?
Second,
Didn't we also have a discussion about the fines and violations as well? And that we were
Yes,
gonna bring
we
that this
did.
way? Yeah, but that's not on, it's on our agenda, but it wasn't on the minutes.
Well, right, so,
Oh, do you want me to?
wasn't it in there?
Well,
Changing the
I'm
board
going in
meeting
order
and
for
time, we
minutes.
made a motion to discuss it today. It's the very last one, Laura. Motion
Discussion.
made by Maria Milliken, seconded by James Dory, to have discussion about changing the board meeting day and time at the next meeting.
correct.
Yeah, I was asking about the fines
she
and
was asking
Oh,
violations.
I'm sorry, the
Fine
fines.
schedule.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Which
We
was-
didn't talk about them though.
yeah, we did, just
Yeah.
briefly though. And that's when Laura and.
And I was understanding that it was gonna be brought up to this meeting, we were gonna
It is.
structure.
It is,
It is.
it is.
But where is it? in-
Right here.
Number 6.
Oh, did I make a mistake?
Set
It's-
violation.
I should add that, is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay, so under
Add
that,
to,
Make a
under,
correction.
okay, corrected, so I can correct the minutes, okay. To add.
Add.
The fines for
Yeah.
violations.
Just brief discussion that we would move it to the next meeting.
Right, for violations.
so we're all done with this too, right?
To add. Decision.
For an I as amended, I know the rest voted, but I made that comment.
Excuse me?
I said Laura Schifrin, I as amended.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, for the motion to amend. Can I have a
These
second?
six
And
noted.
James Droy, second.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone else have any other discussion on amending the minutes? Can I have a vote, please?
Carol Zick is yes. Claire Calvi, yes.
James Dorian, yes.
Laura Schifrin, yes.
Mary Jane Churchfield, yes.
And then it's a
Passed.
done.
So I will amend them and get them back at the next meeting. Now, the last. Okay, the next one is setting the fine. All right, Laura and Geraldine worked hard, and they have a proposal, which is included.
We didn't.
It didn't work. I'm gonna tell you that
don't have to
We
admit
had
to
a
that.
very brief conversation, and we
Oh.
decided to keep it simple.
Well, you did.
Yeah,
I mean,
called
it's-
KISS.
Oh,
So the KISS operation.
oh, keep it simple, stupid?
Yeah.
But you may have, like I said,
Okay, did you find it,
did
James?
you give them a copy?
Yeah.
Everybody should have a
Yeah.
copy. It's just a little,
Word.
it's not real
I
big. It says
didn't.
just a starting point, which of course it is.
I did not get that, can I have?
Sure. There you go.
And this is through the brief discussion between,
Jerry Lynn and I
Yes.
took the task.
I got one.
Okay.
meaning you took the task, isn't it a discussion for the whole commission?
Yeah.
Well, yes,
Oh,
of course,
yeah,
and
this
we're
is
having
only-
the,
This is just,
You have to.
Oh,
This
right.
is,
yeah, we're having the
A draft.
discussion now.
This
This
is
is
not-
another one.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I understood, that's all.
Sorry,
I,
guys.
you know, those guys out. they don't
yeah, it wasn't in mine
follow.
either, but I had printed.
Okay, so, did you, everyone
well,
else?
mine was in it, oh, I
We're special.
Shall we make another copy or?
I'm sure I have it. I'm not sure.
I can share.
These packets. Yeah, can you make that?
It's in my computer at home.
Yeah, just
so-
use
There, I'll just use this. Okay, you've got one. Claire?
Yes.
Okay. So, this was what Geraldine and Laura came up with. We're gonna have a discussion, because I would really like to put this to bed today. I mean, we've been talking about this forever.
I think these are very reasonable.
Okay,
Since
so
since
let's-
my first meeting, we've been talking about it.
Exactly, exactly. So this is great that we have it. So I love the idea of the first violation being a warning.
Mhm.
I think that's fair.
I do.
What do you think, Claire?
Mm-hmm,
I mean, right. This is assuming or not assuming that they got their postcard. The second violation is $100. Oh, and the third one up to 5. Oh, and the fourth is 1,000. Oh,
Well, it
okay.
depends, because that's your
The severity.
failure to submit
Submit.
application for appropriateness.
Okay, that would be the,
I got those notes from you.
okay.
The inappropriate signage use, and then I said, I don't know what other violations you would be looking at, because you've had more experience around the
Right.
table with what you heard didn't get done, kind of thing,
These
after
are
the
the
fact.
two.
These are the two biggies.
Those are the two
Oh,
biggies.
well then,
Yeah,
that's,
this
maybe that's
covers
why
it.
all I've seen.
Claire, what else have you seen?
What did you
Well,
mean by the two biggies? What are the two
Well, the
biggies?
signs and the not submitting your application before appropriateness.
What else have you seen, Claire, that we could add?
Inappropriate work done that was against, like the bridal shop. If it was all vinyl,
Oh, if it had happened,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Well, how would
So
I
that
was
would
gonna
be the
say, how
second
would you
violation,
say
maybe.
what happened during that situation?
So this is, you didn't submit your application, that's one fine. The second one would be, we issued you an appropriate certificate and you didn't follow
Directions.
the order of conditions.
right,
Okay.
So,
That is what
Didn't
you would
follow
refer to
order
the
of
OC,
conditions?
was
Right.
disregarded.
failure to follow order of conditions.
So that's the second one, right?
Yes.
but I would say these should be daily fines, and you get them.
Oh, we have to put that in there, yeah.
Okay, so,
Failure to
all
follow.
right, that's why I have, like, in the next one, now the signage use you may not think is as severe, or maybe it is.
I
It
know,
is.
it is,
We had a
yeah.
circumstance where it was very severe.
Well, we
Okay.
still do,
Right,
Yeah,
and
right,
so,
but not as bad as,
as it was, yeah.
so I don't know how you want to revert back to the other one, but say the sign.
Mhm.
First violation warning, which we know in some cases, they'd never get a warning again because they've been warned
Oh, you
several
mean like
times. And then the second violation, $50 a day, per day until corrected.
Right.
Third violation, $100 a day until
Until
corrected. And fourth violation, $500 per day until corrected. And I don't know if you want to go further than that. But this is thrown out for, to,
To
you know,
talk, to
just talk
discuss,
about.
yeah, discussion,
And
yeah.
everybody else decide together what they, because I don't have as much experience as you guys do with what has sat in front of you.
Right. But Claire is right to add the failure to follow the order of conditions, because that has happened many times. Remember May, remember how?
Yeah,
Gee,
right.
Man, that was awful. Yeah. But I think those are the three things that happen. You
So
either
that, is
don't
that
apply
failure to abide by
by the,
conditions?
you're right,
Order
to
of
buy,
conditions.
order of conditions. Failure
Abide
to
by order of conditions.
abide.
Now, you might think that that falls in the same category as failure to submit an application.
No, because
No.
you would have received an application,
Oh, right.
and that application
Oh,
would...
I meant strength. First violation, is that
Okay.
gonna be a warning? Because they already have an application and just didn't
That's a good
follow?
question, that's a good question.
No, they shouldn't have a
Well,
warning.
they shouldn't have a warning, because they've
They
already
had-
come
I kind of
before
agree with
us.
They had specific
They have
instructions.
instructions.
So we should just start with the $100 and go up from there?
Yeah.
Okay,
And in that, you probably want to do per day until corrected.
Per day.
Okay, so
Yes.
there's no warning, there's no,
so there's no first violation, second violation, third violation. You violated it, you're in the soup, you owe this.
yeah,
until
that's
you
different.
exit.
Want to keep it
Okay.
just as that,
Okay, so violation
per day?
per day.
So do you want to keep it at 100 or do you want to go higher? Why don't we try at the 100 to begin with?
We can always come down. Isn't that the rule?
Well, that's on the record now, but it's not voted on.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would be like everything else per situation that comes before you. The board has the
Oh, right, to
opportunity.
set, we have the right to set. And I think that in any of these situations, like it was brought up at our last meeting, that if a person just moved into town and they were not aware of, or we'll give them a slide on it, that there was a historic district and they had to come for appropriateness, that's one thing. But, you know, if you've lived here your whole life and you have 15 properties in the historic district and you've been told a million times, that's another story. But going back to this violation, $100 a day
Until corrected.
until corrected.
Things get fixed really fast.
Well, that's what I like about a high fee, is that they don't blow it off, it's not a cost of doing business anymore. It's like, let's get this done. By the way, this does become a lien on your property if we pursue it at the court level, which we...
You did verify that, right?
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I knew that because I know it from other properties where either they don't pay their taxes or there's a lien for another thing, fine or violation. The tax collector has that. Before the building inspector is supposed to give out a permit, he's supposed to check with the tax collector
Make sure
to
the
make
paper's
sure
clear.
that that property is clear.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect all the properties that that individual might own,
but just that
but just
particular-
that property.
Yeah, I think, oh, okay, so okay, so I hear what you're saying, so this is in
It's not a
rem.
person
I know,
or
get it. This is
entity.
gonna be an in rem judgment, it's gonna be on the property only, not on the person.
Correct,
Okay.
because it's on the property.
Yeah. Okay,
It's not on the person
got it.
or entity or
So
whatever.
which way to paper. Should I
$100.
fit in a question?
Yes, please.
The first thing that sticks out to me, where is the old structure for fines?
There
There
isn't,
was none.
Okay,
there isn't,
which I understand that. I asked a question I knew.
yeah.
Are we bringing this forward for all future matters?
You can't
Or are
retro.
we bringing,
I'm telling you, you can't retro. It
Okay,
has to be, that's
are
what it
we
is.
bringing this forward with view and eyesight on matters that have already transpired and we're trying to get them under control?
Well, to be honest with you,
It's a very
Yeah, but we
legitimate
have to-
question.
right, yes, and, all right, let's just be transparent here, we're talking about the old brick store. And Honeyland, right, is that what it's called? I don't know, Cumberland.
Would we,
We've had, those
signage
those
issues.
two signage issues have been visited multiple times
with Sunny at the
with
brick?
Sunny and the other one. By not only this regime, but prior regimes, when you were, when
And
Anna
prior
was ahead and
building
when Lisa
inspectors,
was. So this has been going on for 5 or 6 years, and it's just ignored, continually ignored. So, however, now that you've brought it up, I think we can't go back in a retaliation move, we'd have to give him a warning again and move forward with the fines, I think.
I think I would like to know that is the verbiage. I would like to think that this is something that we need because it's going to be a deterrent and a
Future.
tool for us when we run into situations. I don't want to name any of them, but I can refer to some where, by the way, be aware of what you're looking at if you do not do A, B, C, D.
Yeah, I mean,
I would hope this is being put forward as a tool to be able to keep certain aspects of the HDC in line and not being utilized to bring it forward to get after somebody else.
I have a question.
okay.
Does this have to go in front of a town meeting?
No,
This is just a policy for us.
Correct.
Thank you.
We have the authority according to 40C.
yeah,
Correct, and I think all commissions, it isn't a mandate, should have a structure as this.
They should.
Like,
well,
it's,
conservation does.
we just upped all of ours and it has brought a lot of people, just like you raised your eyes. By the way, if you do not get in compliance,
There you go.
and like you said, when you hit to the fourth
It would be
violation,
on the website, the town
right,
website.
and if you hit the fourth violation at $500 a day, you've got their attention.
We have to wait that long for $500?
Well, you should with the 100.
But what I'm saying
I think it
is,
should bring their
I
attention.
find that important.
$700
Yeah.
a
Because
week.
when you're paying $500 a day, and they've got a 14-day repair job to get to compliance, isn't that a shame?
Yeah,
You
right.
get people moving a lot quicker, and we, like
So who
Geraldine
did that?
acknowledged,
Carolyn.
Geraldine.
Geraldine, when you show them that what the results are in a denomination and what is coming your way, you get people's attention.
Well, that's what the purpose of this is.
I think it is
To get the
exactly the
attention
purpose
and
of
to
this.
get them to clean up their
Absolutely.
act.
Yeah.
And
And we
To let them
found,
know we're serious about it.
Well, if you listen to our meetings from the end of 2024 and through 25, but in the beginning, I even said to you, because fines had just been increased and
yeah,
permit fees had just been
Permit,
increased with planning board in 2024, the end of 2024,
Right,
which is
right.
why I mentioned it, because
Yeah.
it's happening.
Right.
And I said, well, if you're really having this issue all the time, you have the right to set a fine policy. So, and this was as simple as I could come up, and I'm not pushing for any one of these numbers. I want the board to decide on the numbers. And I didn't know if there was a third one, and I think you're right on the failure to comply.
Yeah,
Um,
thank you, Cliff.
But if you keep it short, I think it's
Oh
gonna
my
be more
God, yes.
noticeable.
So, I have a question though.
Okay.
So you give somebody a warning. How long between the warning and the second violation?
Well, we're gonna have, you mean, if,
You send out a warning on
it would
January
take
1st.
7 days to comply.
7 days.
7 days to
It shouldn't take
comply.
them more than a week to go into the building office and get an
Now, that's on the signage. You may wanna put it, in other words, the first one,
Why
if you
couldn't
fail,
Why couldn't it stand for the first one too?
because when you fail to submit,
Okay.
you have already
Made a
violated.
Yeah, you're already in
Okay.
In
violation.
fact, maybe there is no warning.
Oh, wait a minute, that's a good point. All right, let me think that through. So maybe if you fail to submit,
There's
And
a
we-
warning, there's a fine.
I don't think there should be a warning. You've already done
It
it.
should be a
Right.
fine.
A fine.
Fine right off the bat of $1,500.
oh,
But I mean, because per day,
Per day.
well, I mean, what can you do per day? You can't do anything about it.
I didn't mean to do the same thing Claire did, but
I saw you like, oh. But I
Okay.
mean, you've
You
done
gotta
it.
you gotta figure this out, because you're right.
Right. I
There
don't
is
done
no
it.
warning,
There's no need
It
for
already
warning.
happened.
For the first one, right?
right?
You've just plain old done it.
So
and-
there's no second, third, fourth
No, there's only
And-
one.
on this.
Yep.
And then,
So it's
maybe
discovery,
it
upon
has to
discovery.
be more substantial. I don't know if I could do 1,500, but,
Well, if we're only gonna get it
500?
once, are we gonna get it once or per diem? I mean, it's not like they can fix it in 10 days.
no, it has to be a fine.
It has to be a substantial fine so that they will not ever do it again.
And this is on the website before, and so it's part of the application process.
Mhm.
Okay.
I don't know.
What do you-
All right, 2,500.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they,
25?
because they've already done
Oh, I
it.
know.
They've
They've
already,
already done it.
But how long, okay,
but
25.
they can't fix it.
But suppose they
they
don't know
can't-
about it.
Well, no, that's where we come in. When we find out
So
about it,
somebody,
any
Yeah,
of
you
these
can waive
things, we can waive.
okay.
Or
Or
reduce.
reduce.
Or reduce, or add something else in our discussion when it's brought to our attention on the agenda. I mean, we don't have to be Nazis about this. I mean, we can say,
Garbage.
well, whatever. So we can say, okay, you didn't know, but we have to find you something, give us $25. I mean, we could do that.
Yeah,
$25?
Well, yeah, that was an
2,500.
example. That was an example of those who didn't know.
they bought it, they're new to town, they bought a house, they didn't realize.
And they have a
yeah.
week to get it done, right?
But they can't do anything.
But
Okay, after that, okay, so it's 25.
they have a week to submit an
Oh, now I'm
application.
up to 25.
You just went to 25,000.
2,500, sorry.
No, but they would have a week to submit an application and then.
But what good is it gonna do if they've already
They've already
changed
done the work.
their work?
What if they've already done the work, it's completed?
For example, we had in West Townsend, this
Well,
applicant
you
was
have
gonna
a-
take a barn down. She was gonna remove the barn, it was an old barn. But it was attached to the house, so it became an issue. We said, no, you can't take the barn down unless you have a certificate that it is totally not
Oh, like
able
they
to.
did with the structural.
Non-habitable.
Not, right.
And they did take their due diligence. I was proud of her. She did a good job.
Oh, this
They-
one,
They
this-
saved
yeah.
it. I know
They
which one
did
you-
save it, and we said, no, you wanna see the certificate, that you can't take it down, and she couldn't produce the certificate. But had she not come to us first and took the barn down, what
What are you gonna do?
would be,
Okay, so then a substantial fine is,
I think
Right.
warranted when you've just, if you didn't know what the rules were. Now, she happened to know what the rules were, because she was working with us with other parts of the house,
yeah.
the front and the side and all this business.
But her
'Cause she was gonna
initial
put up a
problem
patio.
was she was not able to get either the building inspector to deem it unrehabable,
Correct.
unable to rebuild it. So that would have been able to give her the avenue to remove it and
Right.
get HDC away from you.
Right,
But
that's
you
why.
were saying if she had just done it, said, listen, I'm not gonna spend the money to fix something that it could be fixed, I'm taking it down. That's when Claire says, you owe us $2,500.
And then you think to
So
yourself,
what's the end game then?
well,
What?
here's the problem. So she's gonna take down the building, haul everything else away. She's looking at probably between $25,000 and $50,000. And we're gonna charge her $2,500?
You get into what I was trying to,
So should we
It
go
is
up?
not a deterrent.
correct. Can I say something
Oh,
quickly?
gotcha.
We have noticed, and this is what brought us in our commission to where it is, people would say, $25 a day, then I'll pay the fine, I'm gonna do the deed.
Exactly.
We
Cost of
have to
doing
be able
business.
to implement something that they're gonna go,
Yeah.
even if I do the deed, the price of doing that,
It hurts.
Oh, Jerry.
that has to be
All
thought
right,
of.
let's say we tell them they owe the 25, I wanna go with 1,000, 25.
All right, we're going to 25,000.
How about
Guys are-
one,
like, starts out at 1,000, you guys are already at how much now?
No, I know, it was a mistake.
You went
what I
right
wanna
to
know-
2,500, I'm like,
I wanna know,
Let's
if they
bet.
don't pay it, does it go on?
It's a lien.
Yes, it
It's
becomes
a
a
lien,
lien on the
okay.
property.
But
Well,
would
we
you
have to,
consider it a
but we have to go
mechanics
to the
lien?
court. I mean, it just
I
doesn't
know.
become a lien just sitting there. We'd have to go and file it.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
curious.
we'd have to move it. But yes, it would become a lien on the house, and,
So in other words, you're
I don't
saying
know the rules in Massachusetts.
HDC would put a standing mechanics lien on that property?
I don't know if
Money.
it's mechanics lien, but yeah, it'll be,
I think it would fall under mechanics lien. In
no,
other
no, no,
words,
because we haven't done any sweat work. We haven't done any sweat equity. Mechanics is
but
sweat.
anyway,
I don't think
the
they
house
do.
could not be sold until that paper has been cleaned.
Well,
Until that
right.
paperwork has been, that lien has been removed, those people that own that house are gonna pay HDC before they move.
Yes.
yeah, doesn't it just get filed with
With
the
Melissa.
treasurer and
I don't know, I don't know Massachusetts
It
rules.
locks that up. And
Can I go out and ask her if she's here? I'm not sure if
Yeah,
she's here.
have her come in and give us a little,
Because she will give out a certificate of lien or,
Right.
Right, any attorney's gonna review, it's
Right.
like when you're going to buy a new house, that attorney's gonna go look at that lien,
see if
any
you owe
liens,
taxes or whatever.
A, B, C, there's a whole
yeah, but
litany of
that's why we
things
gotta
that
see,
has
is
to be
this,
cleared.
is this gonna be considered that kind of a lien that automatically gets attached to your property, like taxes?
Mhm.
Is that how conservation lien?
We've gone at it several different ways.
Welcome.
How are you?
We would like to question you on liens.
Liens, okay.
So the question,
Well, fines. We
Fines.
assess fines, and they
Becoming
become a lien on the property. Do we have to
So,
file in
Melissa,
court, or we just?
we're in the middle of creating a list of fines for people that violate the rules of the HDC.
Okay.
Okay, so example, if you have a sign that's inappropriate, after we warn you, it's gonna be $50 a day fine until you fix it.
Okay.
So let's just say you don't fix it,
Okay.
and we're running into 100 days.
Sure.
How does your collection affect our liens? If we go to court, or do we have to even go to court?
So this is, you're not talking about, are you talking about if, are you saying they owe taxes?
No, it's not tax.
No,
No, I know.
Fines, fees, whatever.
Fines.
Okay, so this has nothing to do with taxes?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
Collecting money for the town.
Okay, so this, I'm probably not the person to talk to about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I only,
Sorry.
yeah,
I thought you
sorry.
would be.
But however, just a suggestion, if there is, there might be a law that says if there are certain types of fines that haven't been paid, you can put it on their tax bill as a lien.
That's what we want to know.
And I think that's where you were going, but I
That's
just
where we're
wanted to
going,
make sure.
but you're not the
Yeah,
one.
That
So,
is where I was going.
Okay,
so
so,
where do we, who,
So how does it get
yeah,
there?
how does it get to the, how does it get on the tax bill or not?
You have to file a lien, a mechanic's
e-
lien.
exactly, like,
It's a simple procedure that people utilize to be able to lock up whatever assets they hold in lieu of what they are owed. It's a simple tactic they have used for years, I've seen it for years. That's why they have lawyers doing the purview of any title being transferred to another person. They've got to clear that paper. If there are 2 liens on it, 1 lien on it, that paper is dirty and it will not clear until HDC is paid.
Okay.
What was it,
I get that part.
$3,500 now?
Yeah, we're going up to 10. So
No,
Melissa, who would we
25,000,
speak to?
she gets
Who would we
25,000.
talk to about getting the proper process?
Yeah.
To get it on the tax bill or not? 'Cause it
Any
could-
lawyer,
So it could,
any lawyer. You could refer this back to legal. Adam
I'll
could tell you
get that
just what that is.
Once we have something that
yeah, there's
Yeah.
gonna be some
approving, I'll
serious.
have him look at it.
Yeah, it's not a
and
mechanics.
I'm almost,
No, the mechanics thing
I'm
is
not
gonna work on
100% sure that it
It's not-
does have to be some, if it's not a mass general law already, that
gonna
it
be-
might have to be a policy by the
No,
select board
it might
maybe?
not be
Yeah.
called
Yeah.
historic.
Well, it's a policy of this board, the HDC,
Okay,
can set them, just like the Conservation Commission.
got it.
They can set
It's a municipal thing,
violation,
right?
Yeah.
fines,
Yeah, it's not
fees,
right.
whatever you want to call it. The Board of Health,
Yeah,
$3,000 for a liquor violation.
yeah, yeah.
There you go.
6,000 for something else.
Oh, really?
You know,
Wow, yeah.
yeah, but that's a different business, so that's a business and they did something with,
So,
Oh, that's
so,
not a
The one offense.
Total different structure.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
Just on my end, if you want, if a lien is to go on a tax bill, you know, when a tax bill gets mailed out, you know, we have our accounting software, Vadar, and water, like if it's a water lien or a tax lien,
Yeah.
that's already there and it kind of gets imported
So you can click a button and the water
and it
will come.
imports it into the actual invoice. So I'm not sure.
Oh,
Yeah, so,
gotcha.
Oh,
okay.
So do you
good.
have
Okay.
other, do you have
I
other
gotcha.
municipal lien?
it is what you said,
It's a-
municipal lien.
It's a municipal lien?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is one of your buttons that you push a municipal lien, water?
Yes, water, because water is also in Vadar, or it's a file that we can import into Vadar so that it prints on the invoice, the bill, the tax bill that goes out.
Even better, it's
That's
just like,
what I'm,
even better, it's just like when the building inspector sees all this permits in HDC.
Yeah.
It's the same idea of flagging something that.
exactly.
But we're mostly looking
That's
for what the proper avenue is
Ah.
to put that back fine onto the paperwork,
Yeah.
onto the,
Couldn't we just ask you to
Title
click the
of
button?
Adam.
No comment, I was like,
Yeah,
so many
Adam has
comments.
to-
This is
yeah.
something
Adam
Adam's
has
gonna
to clear
say,
The
Yeah.
proper
because
way.
he's reviewed
Yeah,
plenty
this
of
is
titles
exactly
and
what it
seen them.
Yeah, I know. This is my.
Yeah, I don't
job.
know the
This is what
proper
I do.
procedure of how it
So
gets
you
to
need something from the court
It's called a
saying that
municipal lien.
this is a
It's called
lien,
a
or
mechanical
does it?
No, no.
How
do you-
Mechanics lien
how do you get it?
only for
I don't really
people who
know.
have
I
done
just
work
know
on
that
property.
What I do for taxes is a lien and water liens, like that's already
mechanics. If
established.
you were a sub
And
or.
there's
So in
another-
other words, it
contractor,
falls to municipal because it's owed to
The town.
the town.
Right.
You're sharp.
You are.
Thank you, yeah.
I only say that because I think
So,
your phone did the work, not you.
So what are we gonna do
Well,
about, how do, I would
Yeah, but
appreciate
you-
this.
I mean, I would,
don't
I
think
mean, I would
that
start with
counts,
Karen, he's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
boss, so he
Takes
could
a
say,
lot of
Melissa, look
knowledge.
into how
Well,
this
you know what, I'm gonna
works.
start with the historic commission, find out.
Okay.
I'll ask them how
I mean, you
they
can circle back to me and I
implement.
can do
Yeah,
some
and I'll
research,
let you
but I
know.
don't know.
But I think it's probably gonna have to go through, I don't know, because we're not under the municipal, we're under the state. We're not authorized by the municipality, we're,
It still falls into the category. You're just
But no, I just
recording a fine that was
yeah, but we
not
wanna know
paid.
how we get to that recording, do we go?
Adam,
How do you
I don't
have,
know.
when
I
conservation
don't think
issues a fine, somebody violated conservation restrictions, whatever, how do you collect the money?
how do we collect it? Through the owner or the customer, which I refer to
No, I meant,
as
what
the
if they don't
client.
pay?
It's in-
You send
it's under the
letters
letter.
or?
Oh, yeah, first, second, and third.
So-
After that, it goes to a collection format, and after that, it goes
Okay.
to
Yeah.
the stage we're at right now.
Yeah, so,
We did not get paid, therefore it's gonna be recorded, the money owed to us before that property's ever sold again. That's, I mean, you get cornered to that point, because people will go, I don't care, I'm not gonna pay it.
Well, they will.
yeah, so again, if you want, me, it's all about if you want it on our invoice for the 8 tax
Right.
bill.
Yeah.
That'd be
But I don't know
nice.
how you get it to that
Yeah,
point
that's what
for
we need
these
to know.
outside stuff.
Yeah.
The other thing that is a bylaw as well as a mass general law you can have is, for example, if you go to apply for a building permit and it's done electronically, there's a software, and if it starts with building department, but it comes to us electronically through this software,
It's all
and we look at,
CC'd.
and we look at it and look to see if the person requesting the permit, if there's any taxes owed on that property. If there is, we put it on hold. So that's kind of before you even owe the money. You can't get something until your taxes are cleared, and that's a bylaw, you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah, I do.
So I'm just kind of throwing processes out to you on how you get the money. If you don't pay this, you don't get something.
So in other words, just another
So
tool.
where does the money
Yeah,
go if it's
tool.
a
Just
municipal
another
lien?
tool,
It goes to
which
the
is good.
town in the general account?
Yes, correct, and it ends up in free cash.
Oh, it ends up in free cash.
Any money that's above and beyond taxes and what's been projected, goes to free cash, as far as I know. If it's a revolving fund, it might not. So if there's, you know what a revolving fund is?
We don't have one.
Okay.
So in other words, any fines we get goes to the GH, the
Correct.
general.
Yep.
Right. It's
Correct.
not like we could put it into what we would prefer to go to the WPA fund, which
Not,
we pay out for
not if
classes.
you don't already, correct, if you don't already have an
Have it
existing special revenue fund.
Okay. All right, well, that's
Which
very
we have
helpful, Melissa.
discussed,
Thank you
so
very
that
much.
we should be able to
That-
keep it in our
Yep,
policy.
that's your avenue. The Mass General laws say that you can set up special
What's our
revolving
plan?
funds for certain things.
Well,
Okay, good?
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you very
so
much, appreciate it.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
have
Very, very
fun.
helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck.
well, I think by saying all that we heard, I think that it's correct that once they've done it and they're not gonna fix it, repair it, they're gonna have to pay the fine. So I think that should be part of it.
So that's the question, how
So
much
you
is it gonna
can't
be?
make them fix or repair it?
Well,
so
if
that
they
it's-
took a building down,
Oh, yeah, okay.
or let's just say they put all windows in and they didn't put the right, the 6/6 or whatever it's supposed to be, and let's say they did 1/1, and they totally annihilated the
Yeah.
architectural look.
So there would be a violation fine
It would be a violation of the,
Lien.
or, yeah.
against the property.
Well, I guess what you could, I don't know if you could do it or not, but what you could say, well, what did it cost you to put it up that way? Let's say it
Oh,
cost
yeah,
you,
they could lie about that.
yeah, but they still,
Yeah, but they're not gonna tell you it was $400.
they're not gonna tell you it's $2,000, they're gonna say it's $10,000. We weren't asking for that, we were only asking,
See, that's where it gets murky.
Yeah, but then you get paperwork.
well, this is true.
You ask them for paperwork.
But they can't put back if they take away. If, for example, to go back to the barn, if they demolish the barn without permission, we can't say you have to
Put up
Yes,
another
we
barn.
could say put up another barn, couldn't we?
Sure, yes,
Oh,
you could.
okay. I guess.
So
You
we
can
give
change your
choices.
windows?
So you,
I guess you
Could you
could.
say-
I
Yeah,
guess
we
you
had
could.
May change your windows.
Oh, you did?
So,
And
Oh,
we've seen
oh, that's
instances where people have built on an area that they were notified was non-buildable. And this happened in other towns. Tear the building down. Get it.
Oh, I've heard of
You know what?
instances where
Yes,
people
I have
had to
heard of
take
that.
Really?
Yeah.
a shed or a garage down
Well, a
because it was
second
on somebody
story-
else's
a second
property.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
a second story blocking a view. Second story of a house, blocking a house in back
Oh.
of the view of a lake.
Yeah.
But that's a lawsuit.
But I
That's a
have seen
lawsuit.
instances
Okay,
where
so
the
this
building
is
was
good.
deemed, they were told not to. They said, I'll do the deed and worry about the forgiveness. And what they dealt with, tear the building
right.
is to be, because you will not get an occupancy.
We put a deck on the back of our house years ago. We didn't get a permit for it. We put it up.
They just did it.
We just
Is
did
this-
it. But the building inspector knocked on the door and said, we saw that you have a deck on the back of your house. Come down and fill out a building
application.
permit. I'll come and inspect it and you'll have to pay, or you're gonna have to take it down. So what did we do? We went and got the permit.
Yeah. Okay, so there was an so there
Yeah.
was a discussion when the violation was discovered. They came to you and there was a discussion about how to fix it.
Yeah.
So if we don't have a numerical number for a fine for that established, and we have that discussion, can we just put any number on it?
That's a slip.
Yeah, you think considering what it is. Yeah,
Considering what it-
Was
right,
it a
right.
shed, was it a barn?
But I
was
like
it a
Claire's
porch?
idea of saying, you've
Was
got
it
to
removed
re-put
or
it.
what- can it be replaced? Type of thing. So the
Yeah.
barn was removed. They're not gonna replace it.
So you will either have a $10,000 fine or you replace the building. Hey, by the time we leave
This
here, we're
is
gonna be up
working
to
out
100 grand.
great.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna have a deficit by the end.
Why didn't this happen before?
So now.
I didn't realize this was gonna be a
We
can
have
of
to find
worms.
revenue.
Think about this, we could have our
I
taxes.
thought she was 2,500 she was
Hey, we could
giggling,
cover an
but
override by keep going on this
she's
way.
got 10 grand now, I mean,
Well, I mean, think about it.
can I hear 15?
Okay.
I think you gotta be careful about that. I think when you leave it to the disposition of somebody to create the fine number, I think that's a slippery slope.
Well, how about up to
I mean, if we catch one of you guys on a bad day, we're looking at $20,000 now?
Hey,
You guys, no?
No,
Oh, that's too high?
no, it's too
No,
low.
it's too low. Can we
If
do
it's-
a
it's
range
my
then,
bad
up
day.
to a fine,
Up to-
up to,
to.
you know how they do that if you have an offense?
Up to, yeah.
Yeah, but that means we have to,
Decide what the,
yeah.
The up to is? Well, I say 100,000. Well, I mean, 'cause
no, but you
if
have to
they have-
decide what the actual number is.
Yeah, at some point we have to.
The board would have to decide.
Right.
Yeah.
we have to
What's
have
in
a
front of
meeting.
you.
Given the situation.
Right.
So we have the
a
right to fine you up to $100,000.
So do you want to go from 10 to 100,000 and give them a range? Because it's
Yeah.
going to be different for different structures.
Correct.
It shouldn't be different for the individual, but it should be
For the
different
offense.
for the offense. It
offense,
should be
yeah.
the offense.
You're finding
The
the
offense,
offense.
yeah. Like, you get a DUI, it's gonna be from $200 to $2,500 or jail.
Oh, so
Okay, so now we're going to send him to jail.
We're just rolling around with authority here.
Are we gonna send people to jail with the fine
No,
from
you
you?
can't, no Dennis prison.
All right, I didn't know
No,
we had a
So
lockup
this
for
sentence up
HDC.
here that I had made those remarks, that was something that I would ask, well, I think that Melissa took care of it for one part of it anyway, that has to do with taxes on permits versus these violations. I'm gonna ask town council how this is done, but you're gonna ask the state first where to get this information.
Yes, I'm gonna talk to Mass.
And just in general note, I think you're gonna wanna implement and take the time to look at how this verbiage and how it's structured as to how you first violation, et cetera, et cetera.
You know what, look up
Because you
Concord.
can't come to
violation.
$10,000, $20,000 fine just by,
Concord,
right.
Do they have it on their website?
they may,
I would definitely look to other towns, how they structure some of this.
yeah.
this may all be up to the individual municipality too. Different bylaws.
Oh, I'm sure it is, I'm sure it is.
So you're
Well,
not
if
getting
not,
it.
if it's
No, my
historic.
question to Mass Commission is, how do we get the lien put on? Do we go through the court,
That's
or
easy.
do we go through?
You're gonna find that that's a far easier process, and it's a very basic.
Where do we
full-
file it? Do we file it in Massachusetts District Court? Do we file it at the state Superior Court? Because it's a state violation?
I think it would be
can't remember what
local.
we went to. Was it Boston?
Nope, I think it would be local. You could tie somebody's
Boston
property
would
up,
be,
right,
town.
you can't
Cambridge
district
Registry
court.
for Middlesex.
Yeah,
Cambridge Registry
No, it
for
wasn't Cambridge,
Middlesex.
it was the court, before a judge.
so you're in Superior Court.
Oh, you met a judge to do it?
We brought a case to court.
Oh,
You know what? I'm gonna start there. You
Did
don't
you have
remember
money
what
to
year
do
that
that?
was?
Oh, I have no idea what year that was. June Riddle was the,
oh,
Oh.
well, that's
So
the
that
town
was
doing
like
it.
2005.
it was us.
205?
It
Historic
had to be
District
around
Commission.
there.
they
Is
are
that
the
when she was-
town. We are the town.
So was it Lorden versus, town versus Lorden?
Right.
So we Townsend versus Lorden, okay.
Oh,
Was that
I,
Benjamin's Hotel?
I just saw a light pop.
Benjamin's?
No,
Where?
the house down the
Oh,
256?
yeah.
street. Yeah, I guess that's the number.
The yellow one next to Forest? Appliances?
Yeah.
That's 256.
Yeah, but when that's the
I know this because I'm doing that.
Where they used to have
It's
the
too
training, the driving school
Yeah,
and everything in
right
there.
That's two down.
And that was, that had to have been like 20,
No. No.
Well, 205 was 20 years ago, Claire.
Yeah.
He is right.
I know.
Yeah.
I just do that because I really, that's when I was first getting a little more active in town stuff, and I remember that, am I right? 20, 21 years ago or
25,
so.
25 years ago. Probably.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Claire.
and you recall who was triumphant?
We were,
HTC.
no, she didn't bat an eyelash. The Historic District Commission was being wronged and she was gonna make sure it was right.
And that was the judge.
Yep.
Oh God, I hope she's still there. Okay.
That's wishful thinking is always
Are we
good.
done?
We're almost done.
Don't we have the sign thing here?
Well, I just want, that's just a discussion. Where is that? Okay, that would be a work, it's not gonna be a work session. It's gonna be, I will go to that, thank you. The
So in other
discussion,
words, we're gonna roll, we're not,
Kathy's looking that up.
Right,
as soon
we've
as I
got
know.
more work to do on structuring this
If they
whole
have
fine
it,
operation.
If they have it on their website,
So do you want-
it's like, it
who's-
should be public
She's
information
reaching
if
out
they're
to
doing stuff like
Concord
that.
or some other
Yeah,
town?
everybody's gonna do a reach out to somebody.
So in other words, who's going to Groton, who's going to Dunstable, is that what we're looking at, or Littleton?
Well, we know we don't have to go to Pepperell.
I gotta go to Littleton in
Well,
the
I
next
think-
couple days, so.
Yeah, we can just look on their website to see what they have. I'm gonna contact the commission about how you get the lien on record. Do we go to the
So-
Superior Court? But Kathy's gonna give us, so we just finished discussing
We're
this.
gonna table this now?
We're gonna table, so can I have a motion to table the fines?
I'll make a motion
To
to
the
table
next
the
meeting?
Okay, Jerry and Claire second?
Second.
Sorry. Okay, Claire,
To
Jerry.
the next meeting?
Yes.
I think we're a ways off from having this
Until the next month.
finalized.
I know, but like Lori, he said it's a
You
good
don't
start.
start.
It's
You
a
gotta
very
start
good
somewhere.
start.
I didn't hear that.
You have to start somewhere.
So is that the
Yeah.
12th of March?
Well, we always had
12th
a
of March,
flat
yes.
fee. Whatever you did was $150.
So the historical HDC did have some
Yeah,
degree
we had a
of,
flat fee.
that fit all.
Yep,
But
per
now,
day, $150 per
a
day.
day, for whatever it was?
Yep.
But what happens if they can't,
Put the toothpaste back in the tube.
yeah, puts it like.
I mean, in other words, if the barn was torn down regardless of what
Yeah.
we requested, how, where is the
Well, we
end
never
game?
face those things.
Wait, what?
We never face
We
those,
might.
those issues.
Gotcha.
We be prepared to.
I think we should be prepared. Yeah, yeah, be prepared. Okay, so the last item, no, not the last one, okay. The next to the last item is the infamous application that I've already scheduled because I want to get this off my plate, because I know it's going to be nasty and not fun. This is going to be an application for a UPS sign on the roof of the Honeyland building.
On the roof.
Lit.
A lit sign on the roof? No. No.
Well, this is my point. So we want to be prepared for
That- You
this.
can't even do that. If you weren't in the historic district, you can't
Okay.
do that.
Is that because of lighting bylaws?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, lighting by law.
Yep.
That's
Oh,
been,
okay.
What are they
In effect
thinking?
forever.
I mean, I can see a sign in the front.
Well, I'm not, I think what they're
And
thinking.
that's what I thought it was
I don't know
gonna
what they're thinking, to be honest with you, but I
Like that?
assume,
This one?
yes. She, on the application, she included pictures. And, I think she calls it the roof, but it's really the overhang kind of, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the slanted part, not the top with lights.
But-
I'm thinking the sky's gonna be lit up.
Yeah. Like those big motel signs that you
Yeah,
used to
right.
see years
To
ago.
the church.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't,
So anyway, there's a lot that we have to do homework on. This is scheduled for next Thursday, here at 3 o'clock.
the meeting?
Next Thursday.
The general, what do you call it?
well, tell me what's wrong
Hearing.
with that.
Open hearing.
Well, into open meeting, yeah, open hearing, public hearing.
Oh,
So is that a
I'll be on
selectmen's
Zoom next
meeting
week.
No,
or?
that's our public hearing.
Yeah.
Next
So we're
week.
having another meeting next week?
Yes.
Just for
That's
this
public
particular,
hearing.
Yes,
for this?
just for the sign, correct.
Two questions. Do you want me to abstain because I worked with UPS for 25 years?
No.
Okay, good. I'm glad you want me to stick around.
You don't
My
want
other-
to, you don't work for them
Why
now,
don't
do you? No, you don't work for them now.
I
No, so
retired,
that's
so
okay.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying that could be a con,
yeah, that's good.
but above and beyond what these people want,
Mhm.
just knowing UPS is gonna be what they're looking for
Well, see, that's what-
being lit.
That's what I want to talk
Just
to you
know
about. And this is where it gets murky for me. Because I understand that they have a franchise and they have to do what the franchise wants. I get that business-wise.
Yep.
However, they're in the historic district. One would think that one would do their homework before they did something of this nature, that they would know what the rules and regulations were about signage, etc. But that didn't happen. So
But that doesn't let them off the hook.
correct, and that's why I want everybody at this table to please do some homework by reading 40C, the signage, because
But Laura already said that's against the town
the lit
bylaws.
part, but
The town
The
bylaws.
lit part.
the lit part is, but the historic part is 24 by 24 on wood, painted on wood for commercial.
Only?
24 by 24 inches. That ain't gonna cut it for UPS.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's
So,
what I'm saying.
so-
You're gonna have, that's gonna be, that's not our problem. But that's not even anything I think we're gonna need to get into.
Well, we have to give them a,
You
It's a
cannot have
certificate.
an internally lit sign, and you can only have a sign by this amount, by that amount, set
wood
by our
painted on
guidelines.
wood.
Is this
That's not even negotiable, that's it.
a legal notice in the paper?
Oh, I don't know, she just sent me those plans.
No,
For the
no.
hearing.
For the hearing.
Oh, no, I didn't put it in the paper. Did I have to put the hearing in the paper?
I thought you just had to
For a
put.
public hearing.
I thought I just had to
Is
post
it a
it.
public hearing or is it a
Abutters,
butters?
the
It's
butters
abutters.
hearing.
Well, that's different.
Oh, well,
Well, you notified all the abutters,
yep, I sent them a
and so
letter.
you wait for whatever.
Green cards,
But a public hearing is
right,
when
to get
the
those down.
public can come,
That's how we've
send
already.
out the Zoom link to
But this
the,
is, in that case, it's not public, it's just the abutters.
Just the butters.
Those are the only people I notify. I mean, I don't know
always
why,
gotta read the cards because I'm the
I don't know
clerk.
why the public would have to be
So when any of
notified. Why
others
would
have been
they?
notified, they
It's a
always mail
historic
back.
district.
you can't call it
Check
a
it
public
off and
hearing.
bring them into the
Well,
meeting.
call it something else.
But
then.
So I'm just,
What do I call it?
Butters. Where did you,
This even go, I mean, no one has ever challenged this. I had Jake Targ, I had,
she's
No, we've
she's
never,
challenging.
we've never sent it to
We've done, we've done,
let me find out.
I think there's different types of public hearings, is what it is.
Let me find out. All right, abutters, who's this? This was, Cadret, who's Cadret? Delaney, who's up there? Who's up there? Waiver of public hearing for 422 Main Street.
waiver.
Well, no, I posted it as a public hearing, and then when I send my letter out, I send it out as a waiver. If they want to sign it, they don't want to come. And then they send it back to me.
Oh, a waiver to the,
To the
person.
To the
But it's
abutter.
always been called a public hearing.
I think
Where?
she's got me
Tell me.
confused too. I mean, is it an
I mean, I didn't make
HD?
this up. This has been going on.
Butters here.
it's a butters.
But they posted as a public hearing.
Who did?
Well, Lisa did, whoever came before me, because I just took those examples. I didn't make this up, believe me.
I would ask the town clerk,
All right.
I don't
Not
know.
here.
I mean,
I
if
just
you're
saw him
posting
leave.
a hearing,
An open hearing.
it gets posted
But I
with
posted it
the,
as a public hearing.
It's a different.
Yeah, his-
Well, he didn't say anything
Historic
to me when I
District
posted
Commissions
it.
in Massachusetts are required to hold public hearings to review applications for changes to buildings, blah, blah, blah. But, public notice of the hearing must be generally provided at least 14 days in advance as required by Mass General Law.
I did that.
it also requires a legal notice
Yeah, I was just
to
gonna
be
ask, is that
posted in
gonna have
the
to go to
papers, and you
Groton?
have to have that Zoom link on it.
We have never done that. Because then we would have to pay.
Well, because you've never done it, doesn't mean that's not, that's
Well,
okay.
then-
But I'm not the expert. I only know from planning board what a public hearing is, okay?
And that has to go through the whole
And
process.
so it's the same thing where you-
Process.
Where you
Just
have to
like a
send it to
meeting.
other departments, it gets a legal notice in the paper, you ask for, and there's a script that you,
Is that because it affects everybody, whereas it's in the district, it's
Public.
only a butters? I mean, is there a difference between the two?
There is, I know there
Yeah,
is, because I had to
it's
file,
massive.
when I had to file the thing with the boundaries, remember when guys
Yeah.
had, so I had to go before the planning, no, the zoning.
yeah.
Zoning board.
So I had to, the person had, well, not me, the person, but for the
Oh,
historic.
you asked for a public hearing.
Yeah, so I had to go through all that, I had to post it in the paper. I had to
Paper.
Pay for it, I
Yeah,
had to
that's the
send a
only
letter.
way I know it. But
Yeah.
you might be different.
If you're doing that, then don't you put in a fee schedule for the notice? Because on planning board, isn't the applicant the
We
one
don't
who
have
pays
it.
for
Yeah.
the notice?
True.
You know what,
But
if the rules are gonna change like this, I don't know what to say.
I don't know that they're changed.
I mean, they're challenged. I mean, we had the girl come in for the bridal shop. I did the same thing. I posted it exactly like this. Public hearing. No one has ever challenged it.
No.
They never challenged it when Lisa was running it. They didn't
Well,
challenge it
I'm
when
not
Amy
saying that
ran
I'm challenging you, I'm just
No.
saying that I don't know it to be done this way in any other place but here. And so
Let us introduce you.
if there's an exception to
not-
that, it must be in writing somewhere.
I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. So maybe if you could find it and give it to us. I mean, I don't even know where to
Where
look.
does it say that the abutters have to be notified?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that because I am just doing what
Yeah.
everyone did before me.
Right.
Well, could we have it, and then if we find it gets really messy, then do a total public hearing?
But they've never done that,
I
Judy.
know,
It's a-
but I'm trying to think of a way to,
So when we brought the gal in front of us for the bridal
I
sign,
guess it was wrong.
we went through, we didn't do a posting.
Yeah, I did a posting, but I called it a public hearing. Now Laura's saying that that's not a
In
public
the
hearing.
public hearing, you, now that's, yeah, because we just, our last meeting, that gal came in, and as Mary Jane said, she only put it in a posting form. So you didn't go to the paper,
No,
it didn't go to the box out front, and
yeah, it did. It was
it
posted
did
out front,
out front.
and I sent letters to all the abutters. I got all the names of the abutters, and I sent them letters.
I don't know it any other way.
Only way I've ever seen it done is that if it's a public hearing, it's gotta go through the same process as a commission meeting.
Maybe
Well, we're calling it the
HDC
wrong.
has
I think
a,
we
has
got that all
a,
wrong.
You're
Well,
right.
why hasn't anyone ever said anything before this?
Followed because their mind is going to a public hearing and not to
There you go.
our
There you go.
didn't you
Well, then I'll cancel it, and I'll
No,
find out how to do it
don't
right.
cancel it.
well, didn't you send an email saying that they pulled their application?
Oh, yeah, this is the whole thing with this, and I'm already disgusted with it. They sent me, they wanted to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, that's what I heard
No,
last.
then they changed their mind, and she pulled it. So I had to go back to the town clerk and say, pull it. She pulled it. She said, we're not gonna do it. We being UPS, this girl is the sign guru.
Whatever.
So she
So this is the.
made the she sent the application to building department. Building department gave it to me. I responded to her. I said, it has to have a public hearing. I was gonna do it today. That was my first plan, to do it today and get it over with. So I scheduled it originally for today with this meeting. She immediately called me and said, oh, no, I'm not in charge anymore. The owner is gonna do it. He's gonna put in a new application and you'll have to change it. So I pulled it from the clerk. And then the next day she said, oh, well, he changed his mind again. He wants us to do it. So I put it back on, but I couldn't put it on for today, so I had to put it on for next week. Or is it 26, whatever it is.
Would he do any harm just to talk to him?
To who?
To who?
The girl that's coming in? Is the girl that's coming in, or is it Sunny? Or who's
Oh,
coming
she's
in?
gonna come in with him, I think. No,
It's
she
not-
might, no, she's gonna
It's
come by
not
Zoom.
Sunny, it's
It's not
not,
Sunny,
it's not
it's another
Sunny,
guy.
I know.
yeah, yeah,
He's probably gonna come in person because he lives here. She may be in
Ron.
Zoom.
They live in Groton, I think.
Well, I mean, they're local.
Correct.
So, I'm assuming she was gonna come by Zoom. Anyway, it wouldn't harm anything if we had them come, do their presentation. We don't make any action, and I schedule a $200 public hearing.
No.
No. I
You're saying
think that
yes?
falls under,
I said
I think you can add that into just the agenda at the next meeting.
I mean, it's already, but I posted this,
As
So
a
why do you
public
need
meeting?
a hearing
Yeah,
if all you have to do, and this is
Yeah.
what my interpretation was when I first came on, is all you have to do is notify the abutters, you get their responses at the time that they are to meet with us, the commission, and then you discuss those responses, and then the commission
Commission.
makes their decision on what they want. I think that's all that it is.
yeah, I'm confused as to why you're even calling a public meeting.
She's not
Did
calling.
Lisa?
Right.
Well,
That's
no,
what
I
Lisa
think
said.
it's
That's
retitled
the-
wrong.
This is
That's
just.
what she's titled it. That's not what it is. It's
Right.
what,
It's
just
a
what
butter
Laura's.
meeting.
Because that's what we
Described.
were
Yes.
experiencing, but as soon as you say public hearing, I know
Jump
that's a
into
different
something
thing.
else.
Right, yeah, it's
Right,
something
it
else.
changes,
Yeah.
that's not for a public meeting, isn't that normal business at the HDC meeting?
No.
What, it is not,
Well,
What Laura explained is normal business.
correct.
we've had several
Oh
things
my God, we're
that
not
were,
gonna break this.
Don't lose sleep over this one, it's just UPS.
No, I'm not gonna.
Well, why, my suggestion would be, because it's.
Hold
a
it,
good
I got it
idea.
right here, I got it right here.
Bingo.
So, here is what it
I'm
says.
confused about this one.
No, I'm not.
Public hearing, okay, everybody. Attorney General, not the Attorney General.
oh, it says
That's
public
true.
hearing?
Public hearing. The public hearing is the formal opportunity for members of the public to voice their support, opposition, questions, and/or concerns about an application before the commission.
Members
is
of the
essential-
public.
Right, automatically when you say that, it
Not
goes
the
to
district.
posting, it has to be posted. When it goes to the public hearing,
Why can't she pull the posting?
She can pull the posting,
Pull the posting.
but she still has to do
I haven't
whatever
finished
it's
what everybody
supposed to
said.
do. I'm sorry.
So, you know what, I'll figure it out.
Well,
Can I have it?
what I would do is I'd pull the posting, and I would,
But you've already notified all the butters.
Well, you have to notify the abutters,
No, I
even
know,
if
but
it's a
if you
public
pull the
hearing.
posting,
and notify the abutters, and tell them it's been canceled till the next week, and put your notice in as abutters, not.
Who's gonna pay for it? I'm not paying for
No,
it.
no. If you
But the
put it
public
in
hearing
just-
needs to be publicly
You're
put in the
calling it the-
newspaper.
You're calling it the wrong name.
But that's what this says you have to have.
Well,
yeah, right there.
well, we don't have the money.
It is
We don't
essential
have
that the
any money?
chairperson and all members of the district commission follow
No.
proper procedures, listen carefully to each speaker, and maintain a respectful tone. The benefits of a well-run hearing, blah, 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 and then they go on. The chairperson opens the meeting, you introduce the people,
yeah,
you ask the commission if they can recuse themselves, and then they have to.
anything about how to advertise for
Do they say anything about abutters only?
I've never heard of an abutters only.
We've done a few.
You've done,
That I
A few.
had the experience here in the last year.
Okay.
We're holding a
Not
public
here.
hearing.
we did a couple.
MGL chapter
We did
40,
some
open
here.
meeting law.
Oh, planning board, yeah, but,
Notice of the
oh, here we
meeting.
did, yes, the one with the affidavits and.
Absolutely.
However, for a public hearing, you need 14 days.
Just labeled it the wrong.
Public
So
hearing.
in other
notices
words, I
must
just
be
got
mailed
an
to the applicant.
invitation.
All right, here, look, this is what the rules say, all right? A public hearing notice must be mailed to the applicant, comma, owners of adjoining property, comma, other property owners deemed by the commission to be materially affected, comma, the planning board, oh, someone's there, and anyone else filing a written annual request for notifications. Well, that would come to the clerk, right?
Okay, you don't need.
When the public hearing notice is complete, it's delivered to the town or the city clerk for posting. This must be include
there.
posting accessible 24 hours a day.
And that's it?
That's it. For more information, go to the open meeting law. It's strongly recommended that you contact your city or town clerk and review the open meeting law guide found on the website for the Attorney General's office. A public hearing can be waived, but only if one of the following conditions is met. All persons entitled to notice of the meeting waive the meeting in writing. So I sent them
So you
all,
sent it.
and I sent a return receipt envelope with a stamp on it that I paid for. The Historic District Commission determines that the proposed project is insubstantial and notifies the butters and other affected property owners that the commission is waiving the public hearing. And the commission can act upon the application.
So we're gonna exercise a
It never
waiver,
says anything about publishing in the newspaper.
Okay.
but we're going to go, if we put in for the waiver, gives you the ability not to post it and go to the newspaper, if I just understood what she just read.
So she can waive going to to the newspaper.
Right.
Because she sent it to
That
the
didn't,
abutters.
that didn't say anything about the paper.
It didn't say a word.
What's the waiver about? The waiver,
My
Waiver
I
is a
did-
the
public,
waiver for,
waiver is a public,
But could a
It's a-
waiver be,
the waiver for the application, isn't it?
meeting, for the waiver
could a
for the
waiver
meeting.
mean something different to planning board than it means to
Yes.
us? Could it have two different meanings?
Yeah, whatever the process is the waiver.
In planning, they ask for a specific waiver, and the planning board votes on whatever that specific thing is. Here, what I heard, and it could be wrong, was you notify all the abutters, plus anybody, and I don't know how you determine this, anybody who might be interested or affected by this. Now, is it people who are gonna be affected by the lights? Is that
The abutters, wouldn't it?
well, how many feet? Do you have how many feet? Is it 100 feet or something? How many feet is it that you go the abutters
Who are
with?
the abutters?
Who are the abutters? It just,
I don't know, I went all the way down Main Street, I went across the street, I did Mr. Mike's, I did Anderson's, I did McNabb's, all the McNabb family, I did Netley's guy, I did the John Barrett's building, I did the Congo Church, I did,
Well, it sounds like,
I did John Forrest, I did Betty Tenney.
well, she certainly's covered it.
Because that's,
I think so.
I think
John
you're
would be
covered.
considered in the,
No, you'd be able to see the sign, so I think if you could see.
That whole area
Yeah.
is, and she's right, that whole area
I
is,
agree.
who would see the sign?
Yeah.
Because that would be the only people that would be affected.
I think she'd be all right to go ahead with that meeting. I really do.
I have faith in you. But-
I just don't,
So can I ask one quick question?
yes.
The other meeting we had with the lady at the bridal, was that legal?
I don't
Did we
know.
do that one
I don't
right?
know the answer to that anymore.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
No,
confused.
you're confused.
Right?
Then I
Did
think, what the?
Did we not do something there?
Well, no, we gave her
No.
information. We
Well, I
gave
don't
her
know if
this.
everybody,
This
if
says
it's been
nothing
done
about
this way
publishing.
for at least 5 years that I know
Doesn't
of.
say
Why
anything
is
about
it not right?
publishing. It
Are
only
you
tells
telling
you
me that
who
anything
you
that
have to
you're doing is
notify.
right?
Yeah,
And
and-
that's, I guess,
And it has to be
It's a
posted
residence.
you have to send out the notification 2 weeks in advance.
I did
And
that.
the meeting has to be posted
I
48
think we're
hours
okay.
prior to the meeting.
Well, I posted it 14 days prior to it.
Yeah,
Well,
so
you're-
you're fine.
Right.
I think we're okay, I
So
really
I
do.
think, yeah, it's just a
If they-
different process.
Business as usual then. Go.
for the HDC.
Well,
Yeah.
I would rather we got hung up on how we're gonna
Address the sign.
address the sign.
Never mind getting
Forget the
everybody to
public
the
hearing,
table. Yeah.
Well, okay,
Okay,
we've addressed the sign. What about the placement? Is the placement okay?
Outside, you mean your ordinance?
Well,
Where it is,
yeah,
where it is
I
in the picture.
I don't know,
When you said on the roof, I got confused.
Yeah.
I was-
that's what she
I
said,
think
that's what
placement's
that's what
fine,
the
but what
application
about
said.
your
That's
size
on the
thing?
facade, that is not a roof.
Are they
it's
allowed
a
to have a
facade.
What's that guy's
We
name?
would like to
who
add
owns
a roof
Cumberland
sign
Farms? The Cumberland
above the
Farms
entrance
Farms,
of
what
the
is
UPS
it?
store.
The whole
12
Okay,
company.
so where is his sign? Is it inside?
Wall sign.
He doesn't even
I think
have,
she meant-
it's,
I don't think he has
yeah, he's
another
just got a
sign
little
here.
small side sign where it
Are
says
they allowed to?
Is it
have
open?
I don't know.
Because
Oh, no, they can't have it in
interior,
the historic.
interior lit
So
open
they
sign.
Yeah.
can just be
So
a
it's
sign.
interior lit.
Maybe that's
Yes,
what
it is.
I wonder if
Well,
that's-
I took
I wonder
pictures
if
of
that's what
Concord.
they
Concord
get
has a
you with
UPS
the
sign.
interior lit rather than outside.
Well, I took a picture, I didn't bring it today. I didn't think we were gonna get this deep. But of the UPS in Concord, and Concord would not allow them to do this.
They put it inside?
No,
Oh.
they put it outside, but they had to match.
Did you take a picture of it?
I did, I just didn't bring it here.
Okay.
They're also in a brick building,
Okay.
and they made them make it red, and it kind of blends in with the brick. So you almost don't even see the UPS business.
Well, that's not good.
Well, Concord, they care about their historic district. I mean, I think this
But
is
is
a
it in
blight.
If we can make McDonald's paint their building a certain color for the town of Townsend, and they're not in the historic district. Because
Ooh,
why can't,
ooh.
right?
That-
Because remember when they did bright red and the town made them change it?
I remember that.
Well,
They
that's
went, no,
Would we consider
That's a
putting it
good-
inside the window?
that's
Like
a
the
good one,
open sign
Kathy.
at the other end
But
of
you
the
still
building?
can't have them lit.
I agree.
You can't have a neat, oh, because it's in the historic district, it's in the inside.
See, and
Well,
this
then
is,
how does he get away with his open sign?
he does, he's illegal.
What do you?
They're all
Where are you
illegal.
going?
Yeah, I have to go
roll
see
all
it.
day.
So, all right, so this is like serious fodder for thought. Well, I mean, the 26th is what, in 2 weeks?
Yes. Oh, what
So we
time
have
is that?
time to,
No, it's
we
less
have-
than 2 weeks.
What's the 19th? That got canceled?
that got canceled, 19th got canceled.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, because they kept changing their mind. I mean, it's
So what day do they want it?
26th, that's the day we have it for,
Okay.
For
So-
this particular,
issue.
Yeah.
and that's it,
That's
so.
all we're gonna talk about.
And
Is
that's
that at
all
3
we will
o'clock?
talk about.
And hopefully or not, people will come, their butters,
The
and
abutters.
give their opinion. But as well as hearing their opinion, we have to really know the signing rules by the historic district.
My historic and planning board has a lot of those.
But,
Well, the town has a lighting bylaw.
yeah, right,
Right.
but we get it first.
Okay.
So if we say no, it doesn't go to plan, it doesn't go to.
That's
sign.
it.
That's it.
We say no, that's it.
That's it, if we say
So
no.
are you having a little bit of difficulty with the sales rep from UPS as to what their intention?
No,
That's
she
a
was
sign?
really nice.
Okay,
She was really nice, and I had some issues with the application. I said, you gotta make, do you really wanna do this? And she responded very quickly. I think that she has gotta go by what her corporation wants.
meaning
This,
the UPS.
correct.
All right, because if it gets into a big, I know plenty of the people at UPS and
Well, I don't think we might get there.
Well, hopefully, well, it might be worth it if you can make a quick call and find out what other historic.
I could find out what CS is dealing with this in Townsend. It'll probably be it'll be out of Chelmsford, but I can reach out to
Chelmsford's
them.
got a historic district.
Okay.
Well, meaning Chelmsford is the
Oh.
rep for that region.
Oh.
It's
okay.
no longer.
Where is this from?
it
And they
would-
must have ideas of what other historic
Oh, yeah.
districts
Yeah, that's the
have
question.
been
Absolutely.
approved.
Correct, that is the
Yes.
question.
So I'll call one of the people from
If you can contact
CS,
someone there and
and they'll
find,
get out to us. They're good about
and
that.
ask them what their policy is with working with historic districts.
Correct,
Because not all their stores are in historic districts. Yeah,
correct.
you got somebody in a mall, who cares?
Right, right.
But,
But you gotta
But in the middle
understand,
of
UPS
town-
does have a standard.
yeah, and that's why she sent this, I think. Yeah. I mean, because we
So-
really want to clean up the center of town. By the way, we're gonna talk to you about that too, Lori. Your client, with that yellow building, he's gotta fix that up, make it cuter.
What building?
The dollar store building,
Oh,
he needs clutter.
The what
But he's
store
not in the
building?
historic district, so we can't do anything about it. It's just like not cute. It's not appropriate for the center of town, do you think?
I think he's had a lot of expenses with the septic system
Oh.
and electrical and more safety issues rather than decorative.
Oh.
It does need some dressing up, believe me.
What
Oh,
building
good.
is this?
I'm glad you're on
Family
that page.
Dollar.
Family
Family Dollar,
what else
right?
is- Yeah, and what else is there?
The
Nail
cleaner,
The
salon.
cleaning, the
Sophia's.
pizza,
Blue
T-can,
chip.
blue chip, maybe they could help.
Well, they're not there.
Oh, they're not
Yeah,
there
they
anymore? They left already? Oh my God, they're only there for a second.
I think maybe
Well,
we just
2
take it
years.
right to the ground, put a brand new facility in.
I think it should be.
I say we eminent domain it and put housing and retail in.
Are you guys really all leaving?
He
Are
is
we
trying to go
adjourned?
for mixed use.
I make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Thank you, Claire. Can I have a
Hi,
second?
Laura Schifrin, second.
Lauren Schifrin, any discussion, anybody?
First did it too.
It's like about sitting around kibitzing a
All
little
right,
bit
can I
longer.
take a vote?
Turn them,
I don't have
Jeremy
anything to
says yes.
do.
Black Culver, yes.
Are you good? Vote to adjourn.
Lori.
I adjourn.
Yes.
Laura Schifrin, yes.
Mary Jane
James Dorn.
Churchville, yes. Thank you, everybody.
Yes,
Great
thank
meeting.
you.
Thank you.
Okay.